Hello, my name is Davon Tatum.
I'm LaTonya Swan, and this is Acknowledge the Hero. What's up?
You don't really want to fuck
Oh, Lord.
with me. Thought I wasn't going to keep singing it when the show started.
I did think that.
What's up?
Shit. I'm hot. Is that unprofessional?
No, I just came on the podcast singing Nate Dogg.
You don't really want my... True, okay.
I guess professionalism is thrown out the window.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
our listeners fuck with us.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Unless they fake.
Yeah. You know, somebody tried to justify the Michael Jackson thing, the vitiligo thing. Did you see the comment on the page?
Did I miss it? I
don't
guess I
know.
did.
It's like a long ass
What
comment.
was it?
Basically, like we shouldn't compare Michael Jackson and Sammy Sosa because Michael Jackson had a disease and Sammy Sosa just used bleach cream.
I did talk about that after the show. It was one of them things. I was like, shit, why didn't I say that on the show?
How y'all know that?
Because that's what he said.
When did he say that?
I didn't say what he said. My thing was like, because the question was, how did like America let Michael Jackson get away with that?
Yeah.
And the thing is, he told people it was vitiligo and not that he was bleaching his skin.
How many people with vitiligo have you seen like become? Oh, I get it.
He
like,
said he had spots, so he just went and bleached the whole thing.
And we took that.
That's what I was saying. Like, we really, like, get away with that.
That doesn't justify him still looking like a totally different person.
Like a white woman?
Yeah, like, change your skin color. If I change my skin color now, yeah, I'd be white, but I still look like Davon. This nigga look like, I don't know.
He also got a nose job, too.
Nose job.
He said it was so he could sing, hit the high notes better.
Maybe he knew something we did.
But I saw a comment, somebody was like, on the Sammy Sosa post, basically like he should be ashamed, like talk about Sammy Sosa. And I don't know, it was something like sometimes you have to be ashamed or something like that. So I didn't know if he was saying like, you know, he's black, maybe he should be ashamed to have dark skin. I thought it was like some racist stuff because we get a lot of random racist comments on it. But he was saying like he should be ashamed that he did bleach his skin because so many people looked up to him, and now he's like.
I thought the steroid allegation took that away.
I mean, maybe, yeah. I don't know. I'm just the messenger.
And then I thought T.I. talking about fucking Sammy Sosa and his wife fucking bleached her eyes.
She just put in. Oh, did she have it?
She had eye surgery to change her eye color to like gray or silver. Like, come on, bro. You like the pat calling the kettle black calling it.
I guess. I mean, that's still better than your skin, but I get it. I don't know. I had a phase of like color contacts for like 2 weeks, and then I was like, this looks retarded. But people.
I never got with the color contact era. It was like, what are we doing?
I mean, you also a guy, like.
A nigga, I seen a lot of guys with color contacts. With the cornrow era, with the glitter bandanas. Come on, man.
I didn't see that.
The bejeweled bandanas. That's the Jaheim era.
Yeah, I missed that one. I don't know.
But the do-rag under the...
I've only seen girls...
Light-skinned dudes?
Light-skinned dudes with cornrows.
It's always light-skinned dudes doing that stuff.
Huh? What'd you say?
It's always light-skinned dudes doing that.
Wear color contacts?
Yeah.
You never seen guys wear color contacts?
Yeah,
No, I didn't bring up the light-skinned thing.
I've seen light-skinned guys
with
light-skinned
niggas.
colored eyes.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, I have too.
But not with fucking red, blue eyes with the American flag running across. No, that's not your eye color.
What I'm saying is I've never seen the...
Tanya has never seen people kiss in public. Tanya has never... This is adding to the list of things you just never seen.
That's not true. You making it sound weird. That's not really
we gonna keep it tally every time. Just like, I never seen...
First of all, I said I never seen people, like... I don't know.
Kiss and greeting.
Yeah, that wasn't like, you know, dating or something. But yeah, I don't know, I missed that one.
True.
But yeah, we have this, we've been having this conversation for like a few weeks now, and I'm gonna let you lead.
Oh, before we get into that,
What?
because that's deep. Let's just do something funny real fast. Did you hear Donald Trump like going on the UCLA basketball team?
What did he say?
He was like, y'all should thank me for basically saving y'all ass, you ungrateful motherfuckers. And Donald Trump. That's really, I'm paraphrasing, but that's not too far from.
I'm about to say.
What he
Because
used to say. I just thought that was fucking hilarious. And but him and LeVar Ball are going at it.
That shouldn't even be
It's
happening
like
with a president.
WWE,
This
like
is
Survivor
retarded.
Series.
This is literally retarded. It shouldn't even be happening. Like, that's our fucking president.
He said, nigga, you should be grateful that I helped y'all as I saved y'all. And yeah.
Yeah, but I also saw something that just happened to somebody else and like nobody cared at all.
I mean,
Like China has so many of our people just locked up for like spitting on the ground and like random shit. I mean, he did steal. That's really, you can get a hand cut off.
I don't know what happened over there.
They say he stole. So.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I don't know why he was stealing.
They admitted to stealing, so
He
they
did?
Yeah, it's pretty
I
nice.
still don't know what happened. He still gets the benefit of the doubt. But go ahead. I just wanted to, that was fucking funny, but go
That's
ahead.
fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
What about
is it true that you have a problem with independent women?
No, not at all. See how she tried to, that would have destroyed me.
Real quick.
Damn, you supposed to be my woman.
I know you wasn't saying that, but yeah, what's your thing?
What you mean? You make it seem like I said something about independent women before or something.
What? We had this conversation.
What did I
Did you
say?
forget?
What did I say?
It bothers you when women turn down help, basically.
It bothers me, but it doesn't bother me.
Can we just have the conversation? I'm not throwing you under the bus.
You gotta
joking.
play it safe for like as long as you can before you
I was
introduce the
joking,
dogs.
but can we?
But yeah. Cause I have this thing like I learned like trying to help women and stuff with like bags or anything. Like if I ask you once, if you say no, I'm out. Like I ain't gonna keep asking you. Like you'll see. But my thing was, why women is it that can women independence hurt them in a way? Like, cause women complain that guys, chivalry's dead and blah blah blah. But when a guy's like offering to hold the door or let me carry that big ass bag of dog food, help you, blah blah blah, it's like I got it, and then you see that they probably got it, but they look like they so uncomfortable with having it. So like you ever seen a woman carry a bag that let me just help you with that. It'll be let me just no like male like chauvinist kind of shit, but just let me like. You look like you're struggling. I probably wouldn't struggle with that, and that has nothing to do with like sexist or like I think I'm stronger than you because I'm a man type shit. It's just like my mother raised me with manners, and like if you see a woman with anything, a grocery bag, a box of tissue, grab it and let her come in the house or blah blah blah, or hold the door for her in a way like that. Pay for like it's shit like that. Like, and I think besides like paying for meals, like females like. Cause they love when niggas pay for meals. They like, it's memes and tweets and everything. But like when you offer to hold the door, or let me carry that bag. Like, no, I got it. I'm strong enough. Like, damn, it ain't even that serious.
So Tony, if you seen a man struggling with some shit, would you offer to help him?
Nope.
I said yeah though.
I know. That's
Oh,
why
okay.
I decided to ask Tony.
Okay.
That's like part 2 of my
Oh,
story.
okay.
My thing is, I get it. It's weird that the chivalry is dead is kind of a thing, but when chivalry was a thing, like it was a different kind of woman. Like there weren't many women in the workforce. Like it was different things was expected of those women that started the chivalry thing. Now I think the chivalry is dead kind of thing is like, yeah, it's probably like holding doors, stuff like that. It's not throwing your jacket over a puddle no more, nothing like that. But I think it's more about like dating and less than like the everyday, like, let me hold the door for the woman. You know what I mean? Like niggas having like Netflix and chill. They're not going to a dinner where the dude pull out the chair for her and stuff like that. I think when I hear chivalry is dead, like that's what I think about. Like not necessarily holding the door, like, the jacket.
So
over the
manners
puddle
are
shit.
dead. I should say that.
Yeah, that's what I think.
The acceptance of manners is dead.
I guess you trying to set me up.
No,
okay.
Because if I would have said manners is dead, I wouldn't be holding the door for you. So I said accepting of manners, like
True.
they trying to hold the door, or carry the bag of food.
True. Yeah, and personally, I think
And
that.
I know y'all gotta deal with rapists. Like, I know.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Like,
With
I
me,
know.
like if I'm in a parking garage and I'm like struggling with something, and like a dude asks to help me, like my like first thought would be like, no, I don't want to get raped, and then I would be thinking about like,
But this 50-pound bag is heavy.
But if I got
This
that
turkey-
far, if I
this
got that
turkey
far,
that I just bought.
if I got that far, obviously I got it. Like, yeah, I might be struggling, but I don't know.
Sidebar. We went turkey shopping yesterday. A fucking turkey was like $50.
Yeah, because it was like a big ass.
What's the difference from that turkey and that turkey? Both of them was slaughtered.
The organic turkey had a better life.
Man, fuck that. We can't tell when it's smothered in macaroni and cheese and gravy
But
and
that
stuffing.
that turkey lived the white experience. And
One day we're gonna get a $50 turkey. We gotta get a $50 turkey to see.
That's
what's
a
the
good one.
difference.
But anyway, like I was saying, like the way it happens to me most often is when I'm like on the plane and like have to put my luggage up in the front thing, and like for one I pack light. Like I literally I barely bring a carry-on if I have to. Like that's a thing with me, whatever. But like I'm good. Like I think it's always a dude behind me. Like you want to help me with that, because in my head he thinks that like, oh yeah, it's heavy. She gonna take
Or you short.
She gonna take a certain amount of time to put this up there. Or it could just be like, I'm a dude, let me help her. But if I got it, I got it.
I get that aspect, but it's two things. It's the women who like, you definitely need help, and you just saying no for who knows whatever reason. And then it's the woman who like, I don't know, get angry with you in a way. Like, I don't need no damn help, dude. Look like I need help. Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, whoa.
To the
What
first
just happened here? Like,
to the first woman, like, independent women, like, we're not just independent because of Beyonce's song. Like, it's usually we had to be because some dude wasn't there for us in our life, or there was like a dad
daddy issues.
or an uncle
Daddy
or
issues
a
are coming.
boyfriend.
It's coming.
Like, you just learn to like figure it out, because like some dude.
So you're saying because y'all mentally battered that y'all, when someone is like trying to domesticate a dog that's been in the wild, that's been like hurt, like when you try to bring it back into a nice loving.
Oh my God!
I don't know where you going.
Battered bitches. We some battered bitches.
No. Listen. She said that maybe it was an issue that's happened with our dad or uncle or something like that. Some male figure in my life that I guess didn't show me this way or treated me wrong in some way. I'm paraphrasing, but I take that as like, oh, it's like a fucking when you get a dog out of, not saying y'all bitches and
Battered
y'all
bitches.
example is, it sounds harsher than it is
I
for
get what
people
you're saying.
listen. It's like when you get a dog from the fucking adoption center that's been through a lot. When you bring it home, even though you're trying to show it as much love and care and help him with the bags as you can, at first it's gonna growl at you. It's gonna bark. It's gonna say no. I got it. Like it's just like that.
I think
It's more
like
that's example. It just hit me.
I think it's more like, I don't know, say you got a car with like a weird door and you gotta like jiggle the handle before you open it. Like if you, all your life you had to jiggle the handle the whole time to get in, you get used to jiggling the handle. So like if somebody come and fix your door, like it's gonna take you a minute to like not jiggle the handle before
That's what I just said.
Yeah, but that sounds like
I think that's a better one.
Better bitches. Like I don't think
Only because dogs in society has made dogs and bitches one of the same kind of name. Like I wasn't thinking about it in that aspect.
I know that's not
It's
what
the
you're
same
saying. For
mental
me,
thing.
it sounds a difference between like being a victim and like adapting to what you're used to. I don't know.
Yeah, same thing. At first I thought you was about to say it when you was like, you know, when you have a door and sometimes I thought you were gonna say like the girl is the car. So when she just I was like,
you gotta
damn.
jiggle her hand.
Yeah, you got it. And I was like, oh. She mean all these bitches need work. That's why I thought you were going. Like you should have seen my face. I was gearing up.
The second one you say get mad when they offer help. The
Yeah.
second demographic.
If you can justify that.
I can, because I think there's this thing that women can't like get away from, of like the woman is like intrinsically weak or like just automatically.
Intrinsically? What does
Yeah.
that mean?
Like it's nothing you can do about it. Like
Okay.
it's internalized in everybody's minds that like women are weak or like
Intrinsically.
yeah. Or like they need
Anyways, throw
like
that out there.
they need a man to help them or whatever. And I think those women get mad because it's like deductive reasoning wise, it's like you putting that on them. Like why I gotta be struggling, or like why I gotta, you think I'm
Bitch, cause you are. You dropped the
You think
bag
I'm
twice.
But a man can
Try
do
to
that.
throw it up.
A
And
man
if I
can
seen
have
him, I would go help him too. I have no, it's not a, that's how I wanted to say it. It's not a sexist thing. If I seen somebody struggling, if you seen a person coming in your building, a guy like I don't know, a wheelchair or something, or he trying to carry a couch or a chair into the house.
Women is like,
I'm not even thinking about
I
women no more.
know.
But yeah, if you seen a guy coming in your building or something.
Wheelchair bitches. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I get what
this
you're
episode,
saying. I'm
make it
joking.
shot.
He's
coming out
really
the
not.
gate.
He's really not saying that. I'm joking. I'm fucking with him.
Yeah, I'm saying I would help a guy also.
I think it's a lot of men that wouldn't.
Yeah, case in point, Tony. But Tony's a hater.
No, I'm not.
How you not gonna help a guy if you carrying something and it's too heavy?
I think it'd be like, oh yeah, let me help you out, dude.
That makes it seem like you have an ulterior motive when helping the woman. If you only help women when they need help and don't help a guy,
Alright,
That's
let
why
me rephrase.
what
If
you helping
it's-
them to get?
If he gonna like break his back if he trying to do it on his own, or like if he falling everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not
then-
helping a guy on the groceries.
But if he like toughen it out,
Yeah, if you're carrying a fucking chair, something that's like, you might need two people.
So
to
why
use
is
the
it
chair.
automatic when you see a girl carrying groceries that she look like she need help?
Because a guy don't ever really look like he need help with groceries. That's sexist, but like, have you ever seen a guy really struggle? Oh, this is gonna sound so bad. Have you ever really seen a guy struggle with groceries? Besides getting them hooked on his arms and fingers?
Yeah.
Who?
The dudes that try to make one trip instead of three.
No, you missing. No. That's a part of getting the shit on your arms and fingers.
I
Like,
don't.
You mean
I
like?
can't see a difference between the
I'ma
man
get it, and
struggling
then-
with the groceries and the woman's.
What I see is like the woman that I offer to help with. It's like that's a 50-pound bag of dog food. You lease $1.10. You need help with that, B. Like it's It's like just
What if
physics.
she a bodybuilder?
Not at fucking 110.
You can
What
be
bodybuilder
strong and
110?
skinny.
What bodybuilder
You
110?
could be really fit and be 110.
Yeah, but what bodybuilder is 110? I get what you're saying. You could be fit so you can carry groceries, but those women ain't lifting. Man, come on, bro. Like, just let me help you with the goddamn bag of food. Like, stop being.
Just leave me alone and stop trying to rape me in a dark parking garage.
I don't give a fuck about you, and that's why I changed my rule to one ask. Just
I'm
one.
fine with that because
You
like
need help? Nah. See it yourself, bitch. I'm out.
it ain't gotta be about that. Like what I was gonna say.
Close the elevator on her. Well,
I see you mad though because she didn't take your help.
I got it.
Big, strong man,
Because you know,
like, your ego
Davon.
is bruised.
As Davon, I have to. This is anybody. Davon, I have to like make her. She gonna walk away like, damn, maybe I should have got her with this bag. This nigga done walked away. I'm 10 paces in front of her now. I ain't holding the elevator for 10 paces. A person 10 paces behind me.
I'm fine with the one ass because multiple ass makes it feel like
You sexist.
yeah, like you look weak as fuck. You struggling. You a woman. I know I know you need a man to help you. Like
I learned my lesson with that. So I still think that those thoughts still occur.
that's the problem. That's the whole problem with this.
I know when someone needs help. And I know when someone needs, like,
But
as
the problem
a
is,
human.
It's assumed more that the woman needs help.
No, I don't. No, I'm not. Because honestly, I'm not asking
saying
every.
personally,
I'm not asking every woman with a bag, do she need help? Like, it usually takes them like, unless I know her. Like, if it's a stranger, she has to be struggling. Like, I'm not just asking. Like, so obviously, as a human, I see another human struggling with something that I can help with. Like, that's what we're supposed to do as fucking humans. Shit.
I get it.
Bitch, get off my back. They be like all on me.
Society wise though, I think that's way more like left for women. Like
What you mean?
I think the let me help you when you're struggling thing, like society wise is way more, it's a I don't know, a thing
A
that's
negative?
given way more to women.
Oh.
than men. Or like,
I mean,
I
yeah.
think men get the benefit of the doubt when they're struggling, but if a woman is struggling, it's like, oh.
Are we talking about just physical struggle or struggle?
Physical struggle?
Okay. I mean, well, dynamics of way y'all built, it's obviously y'all would be more likely to get asked that more. Like, doesn't that make sense?
I guess.
I don't know. I don't know. Go ahead.
I don't know. It's.
I get it. Everything. It just sounds. It sounds
Yeah.
degrading in a way. I get
It
it.
sounds mad sexist, but I get it. I understand. But
Tony's about to say.
but like if we talk about the independent women, like I don't know, the like I don't need a man for anything kind of women, like. Those women have like been let down by enough men to where they.
And some women don't need men.
Yeah.
That's just the truth. Some men don't need women. That's why we be having gigolos out here the age, you know, whatever.
If they're gigolo, then
I wasn't saying. I was more
some
like
capacity.
Nick Cannon. I'm a gigolo kind of pimp kind of thing.
I get it, but
Not
I think
Juice
the
Bigelow,
woman,
Mel
I think the
Gigolo.
woman that doesn't need men doesn't use a man in any capacity, but the man that needs women, he just uses her.
That's not true.
What? How?
What do you mean any capacity?
Like they've like fuck men. Like I don't want to deal
Except
with them.
fucking.
Huh?
Cause she still need him to fuck. She just don't need him.
That's what you got a dildo for.
It ain't nothing like the real
The
thing.
real thing has an
baby.
emotional capacity. That's what makes it better than a dildo.
Yeah.
But if she's not fucking with a dude on that level, then like a dildo is on the same level as a man. They got some fancy dildos out here, man.
Y'all niggas is going to hell with Satan for all these devil products y'all using. On
I do
y'all
agree with
vaginas.
that.
That's Satan. Satan is out here making sex dolls.
I agree though.
And like, cause y'all not even, man.
I agree.
Satan
Now
out
we
here
can talk
working.
about it because I was on tour and it was like 4 girls or whatever, and we just had like a girls' day out kind of thing in Toronto. And like, we went into a sex shop and like all of us bought the same vibrator.
That's not weird.
Not for women.
It's like, I don't even know if it's a guy.
It's like-
There's no.
We all walking in the same porn store and like,
Y'all walk in the same GameStop and get the same game.
bro.
Nah, that's different.
two
You
different
about to
things.
play with it, right?
Oh no! You wildin' like shit.
But yeah, anyway, we all made a pact.
Imagine that. Imagine guys walking in the sex shop like, shit, we all should get this motherfucking fake vagina flashlight. You tell me how it work, I'm gonna show you how it work.
They had that too.
Guys don't work like that.
And
Like,
all the other girls, they bought vibrator before it wasn't a thing, but I never had a vibrator before, or whatever. So we all made a pact to like, you know, try it when we got our hotel room.
isn't that crazy that you know that your person that you just was with about to do something?
Yeah, it
masturbate.
was in a group chat, like
Guys
and
masturbating in quiet. Tanya still asks like, how do you masturbate?
like, when are you doing this? It's like how dudes feel like
I got my
way.
ways.
Just can't wait till I leave and shit.
What was the Dave Chappelle joint? And he was like, what did he say on the last joint? Something about like, when you get that window
Saying
when
when
your wife, how long you gonna be gone? Okay, that gives me
4 hours. And he had his foot up on the table.
niggas is nasty. Niggas be butt ass naked watching. Page 53.
Ew. But yeah, anyway.
She gonna say ill to that, but was just in a sex shop.
It's
4
mostly
other friends with the
mental-
same
it's the mental
dildo.
picture. Like the
Said,
mental picture
when
of
the
a
twin
female-
powers activate, we all gonna masturbate at the
The
same
mental picture
time.
of a female masturbating looks way better than the mental picture of a male masturbating.
We talked about this last week. Depends on how the male get down. How you know male?
Male masturbating.
You can't tell me that ain't gonna. No.
And then think about the face.
See, this is-
the face that y'all have. The
Don't
look
get
on
into
your
something
face.
you don't know what you're talking about, B.
Like the old face for a dude with his foot up on the table, just like hacking off on his shit.
What if he doing it like?
Romantic?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
I mean, don't nobody know me like I know myself.
Lord.
That's true.
I used to think
I can see girls seeing guys like, like just doing crazy shit. It's never that, like, unless you Louis
it's like
C.K.
quiet and calm.
Oh
Light candle.
Sometimes, you know, get the mood right.
That's what women do.
Get the mood right, get the candle, get the right oil, right lotion.
Do you use coconut oil?
I don't know. I never used coconut oil before.
It's probably great. I mean, if you know, in my head, like if I had a penis, like coconut oil would be my go-to. It's natural, it's organic.
Yeah, gotta try that.
Has a good viscosity.
I just imagine like when guys like when guys first discovered jacking off as a teenager, it was like the most joyous time of your whole childhood.
Lord, I'm not looking forward to that.
Oh, you're gonna be finding like skeet everywhere. Like, where did this skeet come from? How did you get it up here?
Tony, can I tell an embarrassing story?
No.
Oh man.
How you gonna ask him and not me?
Because it
What?
don't have nothing to do with
I don't
you.
got nothing to do with you. I don't even know what you're talking
That's
about.
what I'm saying. If it's embarrassing, what kind of embarrassing? Am I gonna be embarrassed?
No.
Okay.
Go ahead, I have no
we shouldn't
shame.
really be embarrassed because he was very young. But
Oh, Lord, I don't even want to hear this.
I
I'm
had
walking
my
out.
friends over one time. Like I was like
Oh yeah, I know.
11 or something. Tony was like 5 or something. Maybe
You should have
6.
said no. Don't say it.
Maybe 6. But Tony, he hit a Louis C.K. on my friends. He came out with the Vaseline and was like,
Jacking off? You a wild boy.
but he thought it was really funny.
He the originator.
I mean, looking back, it was super funny. But at 6, like, why was his brain there? Like his brain was there. It's a whole bunch of women here.
Cause niggas know sex.
I get it. I see.
What Eminem say?
I don't remember nothing before 6.
Shit. Something about. Of course they're gonna know what intercourse is by the time they hit 4th grade. We got the Discovery Channel. Of course we know. Like we know. I seen my first porno at 4.
How old was
And then when I told you about what's her name, Adina Howard,
yeah.
she was the first one. I was like, oh shit, I don't know what's going on, but I like
feel
it.
a certain way.
And I like it. I know what's good.
I think I was in like 4th grade maybe, and my friend we would go over her house and her mom had like mad pornos, but it was all white pornos and like pink penises really freaked me out. So
Cause black pornos don't get no love.
I don't know.
You gotta go to the dark alleys to find the black porns and shit. Booty cheeks 38.
Maybe they need better like titles.
Onion booty 46.
Onion booty?
Cause the booty was like an onion.
Big, like,
It was,
Oh.
yeah, booty talk.
are these real?
Yes, they are. They absolutely are. This. I'm thinking like, damn, they do black girls terribly because all our porn names are just like
Just
black, butt,
it's sexualizing our parts.
butt 3,000. This is.
The white pornos got storylines and fucking creative.
You know niggas can't act. You know no nigga porn star can act. They never on max.
Do couples watch pornos together?
Yeah, definitely.
Why?
To get it popping.
You do that. Just be like, you do that.
You can't really ask us that on our show.
Nah, what?
That's why I looked at you like.
Nah, no, I
I
don't want to know it. But I'm saying the couples be like, they watch it, they be like,
Oh
all
yeah,
right.
yeah. I get what you're saying. Now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad y'all ain't say nothing.
Motherfucker. But yeah, couples definitely watch porn together. Why? Learn some new shit. Get turned on. Niggas is freaks.
So at what point in the porno does the couples?
My mom has to listen to this.
That's why I'm just
Okay.
asking about couples in general. Like,
Okay, go ahead.
I'm getting educated.
What did you ask?
At what point in the porno does the couple take it into their own hands?
Whenever the move right.
Do you wait till the porno's over? Does it do they tutorial style you do it as you see it on the video?
It probably start off like, what type of porn you look at? Boom. What type of porn you look at? Boom. All right, we go to your porn.
What if it's
Start finger banging.
what if it's I don't know, a white couple or something, and then the dude be like, I only watch Asian pornos and shit. like is the
That could be a weird thing. Like introducing a person, even if it's your mate, to the type of porn you watch, it's a whole different. Yeah.
Oh, you ain't watching no weird stuff.
All porn is weird.
shit like that used to be on.
You know what I mean? Like if you say like I only watch Asian porn, you'll be like, what?
I'm white.
Don't let her be black. You better go to Ebony quick.
Yeah, that's how I'm trying.
Find somebody who look like her. Shit.
Use another.
Go to your porn database.
That makes you weird. Then every time you have sex after that, you gonna be thinking like, is he thinking about an Asian?
That's why you gotta let the girl introduce it. It's safe when you let the girl do it. You gotta let the girl do it. Boom. You watch that? Boom. Hopefully she'll go to know. Wow, we like gang bang 38. Like,
you got a lot of friends.
I'm tied up, triple X. I'm like, whoa.
Fetish porn and shit.
Like just feet. Like, whoa. Alright, shit.
Dang, I guess that's some really intimate knowledge. Like,
What you mean?
Porn, you like,
Nobody would
shows
ever. You know how women don't say their age ever? Or like people like, don't ask me about religion or politics. Porn's in there. Porn's in that. Like,
I know a lot of women that talk about porn.
the type of pornos they watch.
Not necessarily.
Niggas gonna say I watch porn, but to get in depth to like, let me scroll your last porn search. And be like, that's a very trusting thing.
To let somebody like
View your porn like search. That's intense.
tell me about it.
Nah. Tony, tell us about it.
So we have a conversation to have. But yeah, I didn't know. I didn't get to finish my story.
About y'all masturbating together and sing?
We didn't masturbate together and
You
sing.
said you go to your room, we gonna masturbate at the same time. Text me when you're done.
We all had different agendas.
Did y'all talk about it at dinner afterwards?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Oh, so how
Filthy ass hands.
I mean, you gotta wash your hands after, but yeah, I just felt dirty. Like I just felt very like this is not of God.
Once again, my mother's listening to this.
It's okay, hi mom.
Oh Lord.
She got vibrator too.
You wild out. I did not want to hear that. If I would have said that about your mother, you would have just...
I wouldn't have a problem. Tony might have a problem with hearing that. I wouldn't have a
Tony
problem
would
with
definitely
that.
have a problem with that.
But yeah, women, if you think about a brand, get the rabbit. And next subject. Speaking of pornos, let's talk about this Nicki Minaj paper magazine.
What a segue.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Go ahead, man.
I thought really hard about that.
Go ahead.
But yeah, hopefully y'all seen the Nicki Minaj cover from Paper Magazine. Are they? I don't know. Maybe I need to see more like Paper Magazine covers because the only other one I've seen was Kim Kardashian. Maybe they do stuff like that all the time. I don't know.
I've seen Paper Magazine covers.
I haven't. The only ones I've seen is Kim Kardashian and Nicki Minaj.
I think they try to do like once a year a break the internet kind of thing.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
That's why. To try to premeditate or break the internet.
But people keep saying that.
Break the internet.
People keep saying that, but Kim Kardashian's cover was called "Break the Internet."
That's what I'm saying. I think it started with the Kim shit.
Yeah, but Nicki Minaj's is called Nicki Minaj or Twat. Like I don't think it's a "Break the Internet" one.
When I seen it, the article I went to see it was like promoted as "Break the Internet." I don't know if Paper issued it like that, but the way I seen it was like introduced as a "Break the Internet" kind of thing.
That's just weird because Kim Kardashian's thing was actually called "Break the Internet."
Damn.
Nicki Minaj.
That's another one under Kim K belt is she invented "Break the Internet."
True. I guess, but I don't know. The Nicki Minaj joint, like Eve said something about I don't know. It didn't really bother me what she said.
Hating?
It didn't come off as that to me. It came off as like, well, I wouldn't do it. Like that's how it came off to me. I don't know if I'm mistaken.
You know my problem with it.
Okay, with your radio.
He lied. Sometimes I just don't think things need to be said. That's my problem.
Oh, your problem with Eve.
Yeah, I don't not necessarily have.
But then somebody asked her.
Yeah, but you don't never have to ask. Like I think as humans, like when I say something fucked up, I know I'm about to say something fucked up. It's that second and a half that you got to choose. Do I go fucked up or do I go politically correct? Sad part is I think she was trying to be politically correct.
Yeah, that's.
But the other bad part is no matter which way you put it, she could have just said, it's cool. I just wouldn't do it. Which she did say, but if she went into it's little girls looking at you. You should at this stage in your career and this time in America, you shouldn't be doing that. Like that's when you talk past the words.
I mean, but that couldn't be like her explaining why she wouldn't do it.
No, she could have left it out. You know what? It's cool. I wouldn't see myself doing it at this stage in my life, being that I'm married with kids and blah blah blah. I just wouldn't see myself doing it. But Nicki Minaj is great. Like this is Nicki Minaj.
So she gotta kiss her ass.
No, did that statement I said sound like I was kissing Nicki Minaj's ass?
But Nicki Minaj is great.
She is great.
I know.
Fuck you mean? They ain't like kissing her ass.
When you talk about talking past the point, that just felt like
that was too. But I didn't think people would be like, that ain't enough. Like some TV show.
True.
But like, me personally, I didn't have a problem with it. When I see it, I was like, oh, it's Nicki Minaj been Nicki Minaj. Like it's not nothing that we haven't seen.
It's not out of her brain.
No, like it's exactly what Nicki Minaj is supposed to do.
Yeah, my thing is like creatively, I thought it was a dope shoot. Like, I'm not saying it's the most creative thing ever, but like
because it's Minaj and she was Minajing.
No. I'm talking about the way the shots are set up. Like that took.
I mean,
like that took a lot. She probably had to have like a stand-in.
Oh yeah.
Like, or a lot of editing, whatever. I just thought the way it was set up, like creative production wise, was cool.
It was dope. I don't really have a problem with that. Like, now do I think her fans should be bashing Eve on the other hand? No.
No, I don't think so.
Not at all.
I mean, it was cool to me. I don't know. I didn't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
What was I about to say? But I know something you have a problem with. And we talked about this, but Nicki Minaj's brother, but nobody's talking about it.
Yeah, do you know Nicki Minaj's brother was found guilty of molesting his stepdaughter?
What?
Like he was.
Reno said what?
He was molesting her like constantly, and like they found his semen on her vaginas and everything. Nicki Minaj helped pay for his lawyer and shit, and he got found guilty obviously, what I just said. But no one's saying anything. Like it's not as big of a story you would think it would be. Like it's
especially like it's all the stuff about sexual assault, but he actually raped a child, and it's like.
And like no one's asking questions, no one's like posting it, no one's outraged, no one. I guess because it's not technically Nicki Minaj, but when has that ever stopped a sibling of a celebrity? Not, you know what I mean? Like it's weird. Like you don't hear nothing. Like you didn't even know, and that seems like something that should be known. Like I'm not saying like I'm ratting on the guy, he guilty anyway. Like,
take him down.
But it's just weird to me that. I don't know that went under the table, and it brought up the question, like I asked Tanya, if your sibling did something wrong like that, or something, I don't know, kill somebody, rape somebody, something that mattered, like, do you help or not? Do you help? Do you stay in communication? Like, is blood thicker than water?
I mean, my thing is.
Because she said she wouldn't stick with you, Tony.
I said if it's rape, I'll pay. If I got the money, I'll pay for it. But I don't know how I can like. I don't know.
Isn't that supporting the rapist though?
I mean, it's supporting my brother until he's proved to be a racist.
I mean, a rapist.
I mean, a rapist.
If somebody went on trial for being a racist,
a rapist. If it's murder, I would need to know why.
Murder is different because niggas murder each other in the hood all the time. Like, we don't look at murder as it's weird. Go ahead. You about to say something?
I feel the same way, but I feel like if Tanya murdered somebody, I feel like
so Tanya
had
somebody. What Tanya raped?
Actually, I don't know because you get really angry sometimes. You might just snap one there.
What about the rape aspect?
If it was rape, then sorry, Tanya.
Is it like you don't have contact with her, like she done, or like do you help pay for her legal fees? Like it's a tough thing. Then you got your mom. Then you got your mom in the aspect, like you know, to a parent, their kid can't do nothing wrong. Like no matter what, like So I'm like, you gonna go visit your sister or brother? You gonna pay for his legal? Like, what do you say? Like, Mom, he's a fucking rapist. She's a like.
I don't know.
It's a weird. That's why I was like, it should be mentioned more. But then again, like, because I always play devil's advocate with myself. Like, well, I mean, but what is she supposed to do? Like, she could just say I don't pay for it, but then you got to think about your family aspect. Like,
to me,
that's something you got to deal with more often.
To me, they still my family until they prove the racist. Rapist.
What did they got? What they found his semen in her pajamas. That's not just ending up there randomly. He's in the bathroom by herself, like, oh shit, I done got it on.
But prior to him being, like them proving that he did it, like if I had needed the benefit of the doubt, her pajamas could have just been around when.
Would you put the house up?
It depends on if I believe he innocent or not.
True.
If I believe he innocent, then I will put the house up. But if I
would you put the house up for murder?
Huh?
Would you put the house up for murder?
It depends.
Now, what if he murdered somebody and he tell you I did murder him, but come on, bro, help me out with that lawyer case? Then what you do?
Damn, that makes it harder. I didn't think about that. Well, for me, murder.
Alright, I got you. We're gonna beat this murder. Niggas make raps about
racist.
beating murder raps.
Racist. Why do I keep saying racist?
Because you racist, motherfucker.
Why do I keep saying racist? I don't know. Honestly, this might sound weird, but I would be more forgiving of murder than rape. Unless they're like a serial killer.
I agree.
Y'all crazy.
Because
they one and the same. You killing somebody either way.
I get it, but like to me, like I think people over deduct like why people murder people. Like half the time murder is like a revenge or somebody got too angry in the moment and went too far. Like obviously there's a way of
we're justifying murder right now, right?
Yeah, I mean you justify sexual assault, like I can't.
What the fuck am I justifying sexual assault?
I'm just having
the audience having
a conversation about it. Like this is my thing. Like if you're a serial killer and you collect people's lips, like if you got a real serious issue, then like I don't that murders to me is different. But like if you got too angry or like I don't know, like shit happens and like I think people downplay the
Okay. What if he murdered him just because on some street shit? I had to murder that nigga. He wanted my block.
I mean, people, that happens every day.
Oh, yeah.
Still supporting those people.
I'm saying you though.
I probably support my siblings.
You're right. You did need that block. Let's go beat this court case.
I want my family to be the best they could be. Even as a murderer.
I am the best serial killer thanks to you, Tanya.
I'm the best.
You got two brothers. One's a murderer and one's a rapist. You're going to pick the murderer side because you're like, I want my family to prosper and everything. And then you'll be like, but you just said you wanted us to prosper.
In the way of your goals.
The rapist is like, you said you wanted us to prosper. I'm prospering. Like those curveballs.
How does rape help you prosper?
How does fucking murdering help you prosper?
I mean, if you're murdering for a block, that's helping you prosper. That's way more money. That's way more clout. You expanded. Like America.
We had to switch roles. I had to jump out of my body and go vice versa because Tanya's literally. What's the next topic? She just justified murder.
Because this is what I think about this. I don't know. For some reason, this has always been like really stuck in my head. But like it was this study about like the type of murders people commit by zodiac or whatever, and they were saying that like Virgos are more like, or the type of crimes, not the type of murders. But it was like Virgos would be more likely to commit like credit card fraud or something like that. And they said like Aquariuses would be most likely to do a revenge kill, which I could totally understand. Like, but like the Aquarius revenge kill would be like, I'm gonna untighten your lug nuts and then you die like months later and don't nobody know why. And Cancer was like a crime of passion. Like they caught their person like cheating or something and they just like cut up everybody.
See, that's wrong. Cancers wouldn't do that.
Shit.
Cancers will let you.
Cancers
okay. Remember what you did.
Oh, they gonna remember because they gonna be cut up.
Yeah, I guess.
Cancers is like, I can't believe you hurt me. Now you gotta hurt too.
But my hurt would be like, I would think I would cut the brake lines or like loosen the brakes.
True. I don't
Like-
appreciate you trying to take the Aquarius revenge kill.
I thought that would be more cancer.
What
Like,
was? I gotta know I'm gonna kill somebody.
It's a proven study.
no, it ain't.
It is.
No, it ain't. You just saying.
It is. They
The
just.
zodiac signs kill us. It's a proven trait that you're gonna kill.
I'm not
according
saying
to your
that. I'm
sign.
saying they studied a whole bunch of murders. They broke it down by zodiac, and these was the
I
numbers
believe
that came up. Like,
I believe.
if it was like 100, then like for Aquarius, 60 of them was revenge kills. For a Virgo,
And what pool are they picking from?
I don't know.
Murder?
It was a big enough sample size for it to be statistically
That's what they always say.
significant.
It was a big enough sample size for us
I mean,
to get
because
to
that's the whole thing. It's the scientific
I
method.
dig. I dig.
But yeah, maybe that's why I feel like I don't know. Murder, I just feel like it can have a lot of different like motives or circumstances.
What if they
I feel
murder
like,
the animal?
Huh? I mean, then I don't know. Are we talking about like my sibling?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna keep my brother's secrets for right now.
I
Yeah,
didn't.
she already released one.
I didn't.
She released one already. So come on, man. That's okay. What we got? What we got?
Oh,
Yeah,
but-
The case in point, Tanya is justified. She'll defend the murderer.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if Tanya go without
I
killing
defend-
somebody.
Huh?
I said I'd be surprised if you go without killing somebody.
True.
Like that one Asian lady who ain't opened the door for us. I thought you was about to climb over the wall and
What?
break her neck. The Asian lady who ain't opened the door for us.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was pissed. I mean, I got anger issues. I live up to that.
I'm just gonna be quiet.
See, if I kill somebody, then they're gonna go back to this table and be like, "See, she
No,
Just
I
kidding,
say-
guys.
I'll talk to myself.
I don't call."
You can't say you're outside of here.
Huh? What do you say, sir?
I'll talk to myself.
Yo, that's the funniest shit ever. Tony, have you seen that yet?
No.
Yo.
His deposition.
Oh my god, that's
The
just
funniest
hilarious.
shit
I
ever.
can watch it a million times and it never gets old.
He was like, "Do you remember performing at a concert with Ja Rule?" He was like, "No, but I do remember performing at this bad bitch birthday."
That shit was so funny. That shit was hilarious. Y'all gotta watch that.
And that's why Wayne's the GOAT.
I guess. Oh yeah, the next thing was Gabby Douglas. And it was like, I didn't even know what
You
happened.
got rubber pictures down in your apartment, Tony.
I know, my little sister's got her like her
Autograph.
autograph picture and shit. But basically, one of her teammates,
It gets worse. Go ahead.
the Olympic doctor, been like, I don't know, sexually assaulting like, you know,
Of
all the
course.
girls on the Olympic team and shit.
Of course.
And then the one girl, I think her name is Allie, she came out. The dude was like indicted or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
She came out and said, you know, basically he sexually assaulted me.
Mm-hmm.
And Gabby Douglas gonna fix her lip to say, well, you had some suggestive photo shoots, like basically victim shaming and shit. And so like Simone Biles, you know, the real black girl, she was like, the fuck you mean? Like that's our teammate. Like you're not supposed to victim shame. Like we with her. Like I don't know what you talk about, whatever.
Fuck your teammate. She a female.
I mean, yeah, that's number one. But I just, and then she was, you know, she tried to clean it up and was like, I didn't mean for it to come out that way or whatever. Like, I support you, me too, type shit. But it was
What,
just like,
she was sexually harassed too?
nah, the hashtag me too that's been going around for like sexual assault. Like,
I have yet to see that hashtag.
that's really weird.
I don't follow people who use that hashtag.
I mean, maybe it's just, it's mostly, I've seen it mostly on Facebook. Maybe because you don't be on Facebook like that. But yeah, she basically victim shamed her and like, because she's done suggestive photo shoots, she deserved to get sexually
What's
assaulted.
suggestive photo shoot? Like, what's suggestive?
I don't know. I mean, it wasn't like fucking Hugh Hefner shit. Like,
Okay,
it wasn't
okay.
nothing like that. But this is what she said. Like, but as women, we gotta like dress modestly and like be classy and stuff like
You're a
that.
fucking gymnastic person.
You wear a leotard.
Your
with
ass
cheeks
is
out.
always out.
But yeah, it was just weird.
People
that
are
she would
so
say that.
dumb. Who say some of the dumbest things ever? Like, bitch, you just did a split in the fucking leotard.
She need to get her lace front right before she start.
So yeah, for that reason, you gotta go in there And I was thinking, how would Days and Jada probably wouldn't even give a shit. They don't even know what the fuck.
So?
But you gotta understand.
That's funny. Well, it's not funny. I hope they know. I had like a breakdown in front of them one time, but like so random. But when that Ruby Tuesdays or whatever TGI Friday, one of them opened in Penn Station. Penn Station. Which one is the one with the Safeway?
Penn Station.
Yeah, when that joint opened up.
Fridays.
Yeah, Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
Like me, my mom, my two little sisters, we went to the Fridays, whatever. And we was like turning in the parking lot. This other car was turning out the parking lot. And it was like a girl, she was driving, I guess her boyfriend was in the front passenger seat and his friend was in the back seat. But the dude just stole the shit out of her like 3 times, like punched her in the face. And we was like literally right beside each other. So I was like literally right there. And like, you know, when it happened, I was like, oh shit, damn, that's crazy, whatever. And then when we sat down, I just like burst out crying because I was just like, she just looked so embarrassed and sad, and like she driving this nigga around, he like punching her in the face and shit. So I just broke down. I told Deja and Jada, like, you know, like don't ever let nobody like not treat you like a queen. Like don't ever be in no situation like that. Like, you know, beat his ass, leave, whatever you gotta do, whatever. But yeah, saying that to say, I hope that they, you know, once they're old enough to like figure out that they shouldn't do what Gabby Douglas did. I hope that moment kind of like stuck in their brain. But like it was just really random. I'll never kind of forget that. It's weird. But yeah, don't victim shame. That's pretty much the.
Dun, dun, dun.
What's that?
Don't victim shame music.
Oh, okay, got it. Thanks, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That's really nice of you. Okay, another thing. Let me get off it because I don't want to think about that. But
I know it got dark.
I know.
Fast.
I'm sorry. I mean, shit gets dark sometimes. You know, you gotta go there. Whatever. I'm not scared.
Netflix every day up.
But yeah, we was just watching this documentary. I think it's called Jim and Andy.
Yo, have you seen that yet? The Jim Carrey documentary on Netflix?
No.
It just came out this week. That shit is dope as
It
fuck.
is.
What did you think about it?
It was like super inspiring. Like I think Jim Carrey, like it's weird that like, you know, it's going around the internet like half of the people saying like Jim Carrey woke as fuck, half of the people saying like he's gone crazy. I don't trust people saying gone crazy because they obviously don't get it. But Jim Carrey, like just to see, I don't know, like he's in a point in his life that I want to be. Like I wish I was there now. It's really like. I always have this thing in my head when like John Lennon was like basically all this shit is fake. Like the only thing that's real is like me and fucking Yoko. You know what I mean? Or just like I don't know, not caught up in the whack shit
But you know,
in life. And he's just super creative. And I thought that was like I don't know, dope to see. Like it was super inspiring.
the only people who say that though are the fucking ones that are filthy rich.
They say he's crazy?
No, the ones that be like, this shit
yeah.
is all fake.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm so rich that I want to like they so rich that they don't even want money no more.
Yeah.
Like that's
I want to
when-
be that rich.
Yeah, who don't? But that was just a funny thing that I was thinking of. But the real shit is like what you said. Like it's really I don't know, cause I guess throughout life we never got this aspect of Jim Carrey. Like we don't really knew who Jim Carrey was, like the person. Like we know him from his movies and the characters we play. We know he's a good actor. We know he's a good comedian.
Yeah.
Like physical comedy, this nigga's like the god, the GOAT. Like he could really do anything. But seeing him at this state now, and it's a clip I showed you before when he was painting and stuff, and he was talking about the same shit you're talking about. Yeah, and just I don't know, he's just on a high level. And watching that documentary, and that was like in the 90s or something like that. Something like that, when he shot Man on the Moon. But just him going in, the method acting he went into to play that character, like, because it was a true story, and he went into to play the character, he would be the character the whole time.
To the point where the documentary was confusing, like, is this Andy? Like, you couldn't, like...
But then he played Andy, but then he played the character that Andy made up.
Yeah.
He
played the actor. He played in like 3 of the actors' characters that he did, but he put himself in each
character
one to the point where
like they didn't even call him Jim Carrey on set.
Yeah. It was nuts.
Like he was really like Jerry the King Lawler is a wrestler, pro wrestler, WWE, but he's a commentator. He's been a commentator my whole life. Yeah, like Jerry is JR and King. Like the niggas is always talking on wrestling like, oh JR.
Yeah. That they did on the little clay deathmatch joint they made.
Yeah, exactly. So in real life, Andy and Jerry the King Lawler did a wrestling match and shit, and Jim Carrey, like as Andy, like was acting like going at Jimmy, what's his name, the King the whole time, even on set. So he was messing with him on set as Andy the whole time, like picking fights with him, like all wild shit that you could think of, like talking to him badly, like they were like really fighting. And then it was a scene where what was it when it like made national headlines?
Basically,
like,
they wanted Jim Carrey to get a stunt person to do the cause I guess
get suplex.
Yeah, to get suplex, but he was like, nah, fuck that. Like I'm him. Like he got suplex.
He got suplex. I'm gonna get suplex.
Yeah, so he spit on him and like basically made him mad enough to actually suplex him. Like they were supposed to.
Was it a pile driver?
Well, I don't know.
I think it was a pile driver.
It
was a pile driver.
But either way, he made him mad enough to do it for real. Like they were supposed to cut and bring the like stunt person in, but he like got him so pissed off that he actually did it in real life. And so then he was like, they came to him like, oh shit, like our actor, like he getting paid for this. They put him on the stretcher and everything. And he was like
Jim Carrey was laid out the whole time in the ring, like. After cut, like it was like he fucked up. They brought the paramedics in and everything, and Jim Carrey.
His thought was like, how far should I go with this? Like,
because he wasn't hurt.
Yeah,
he was just playing Andy. In real life, Andy got rolled off in the ambulance and stuff. So he was like, how far do I take this? And pretended to be. Go ahead.
He pretended to be like really hurt to the point where they took him to the hospital. The news was
like it made actual news.
Like actual news, and they was like, we can't believe Jerry Lawler did this to fucking Jim Carrey. Like it was like he never said anything probably until like now.
Yeah, so that the documentary is basically because back then they had the footage. They made like a EPK, whatever it's called. Yeah, EPK, and of the movie, like behind the scene footage. But back then, Universal said they didn't want to put it out because people would think Jim Carrey's an asshole.
Because he was really these characters.
Like he was really. If you gotta watch it when you get home, watch that shit on Netflix. Andy and Jim or something like that. But what I was about to say. Go ahead.
I just want to be that creative. Like I think that was one of my takeaways. Like
that's true.
Just I don't know the way he explored the characters, the way he talked about it now, the way he like.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So the documentary now is him. They interviewing Jim Carrey now, talking about the documentary, like talking about that time, and like it's crazy to see like him just basically having to go rethink. He got an impeccable memory.
Yeah, because he remembered like all of the stuff he was going off to be each character.
Even the small scenes, they probably showed it to him.
And the details about
the days that he did it, and like, and then he was talking about how hard it was for him to get out of the character once he finished.
Afterwards, like he was like he didn't even know who he was.
And they wanted him to do like a press thing as Andy, like, cause they shot the movie, like, it take like a year before the movie comes out. So he was like, I can't go back into that, like, at all. Like, I would be fucked up if I went back into Andy. Like Jim Carrey saying this. And then he mentioned when he was doing, what's the movie? The Sunshine? Eternal Sunshine? You ever seen that movie? That's a dope ass movie too. But he was saying, he was talking to the director, and he was like, when he made that movie, when he read the script of the movie, he was in a very, very depressed like state. And he was like, when he was talking to the director to get the role, the director was like, oh,
you're so broken right now.
It's beautiful. Stay like this.
Until we shoot the movie.
And he was like, mind you, we don't shoot the movie till a year later. So
stay fucked up.
He was like, that shows you how bad this town is.
Yeah.
Like Hollywood. Like this nigga director told him, stay depressed for a year. So when we shoot this movie, because you're so beautiful right now, depressed. When we shoot this, like that's not somebody saying that to you. Like just stay depressed, okay? No matter what you do. But Jim Carrey's a fucking goat.
Yeah, and I thought it was dope that he believed in like the law of attraction, like from a young age.
He wrote a check for himself for what, $10 million?
Yeah, $10 million. And like not too long after that, he actually got it, but he put the check in his dad's
casket.
Yeah,
well,
basically this.
When his dad was getting buried, he made it obviously, but he put the check that he originally wrote for $10 million in his dad's blazer jacket when he died.
Yeah. And he went to a psychic. And the psychic told him, and this is before.
This when he was still on Living Color.
Yeah, and
but he was
like, she was like, "You about to do 3 things, and they're gonna be like really big, and like no one's gonna be able to
tell
like,
you what to do after that,
or like tear you down,
tear you
kind
down
of thing." Then after that, this nigga did
Ace Ventura, The Mask, and I think Ace Ventura Part 2. Oh no, Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber.
He did Ace Ventura, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber. Like the 3 biggest movies, highest grossing movies of that time.
Hell yeah.
Like he did that right after the psychic said, "You're gonna do 3
things, and it's gonna like change the world, kind of."
That's insane. Like he went to a palm reader and some shit like that.
Yeah.
But that's insane.
I thought that was dope.
Do we believe in psychics?
I mean, I do.
I'm gonna go to a psychic.
That made me want to go to a psychic, but now I thought
until
about
you find out some bad shit.
Yeah, like,
he didn't tell you the bad shit. She said. She just said the 3.
Like, what if you went to a psychic and they was like, "You're gonna die in 3 years"? Like,
they don't do shit like that though. Psychics don't do that.
Good ones. Though.
I think that's part of their like code.
Good
like
ones don't.
We don't tell you when you're gonna die. You can't put that type of. I ain't paying you to tell me when I'm gonna die. That's insane.
Yeah, I honestly believe that like most people are psychic, but the people that are actually psychics like get paid to do it. They just tap into it like a skill. Cause like if you around somebody and like, dang, what's wrong, and they didn't say anything, like that's you being psychic. You picking up on the energy that's in the. That's
but telling somebody you're gonna do 3.
I mean,
great, that's a whole nother topic.
Levels. Yeah. Like, that's why I truly believe in psychics, or like I just think it's like a sixth sense, and some people work on it and take it way further. Some people don't think about it at all. But I don't know if we can consider that a conspiracy theory, but
what do you rank Jim Carrey as far as, I guess I would just say active? Because Jim Carrey got classics under his belt.
Before this I didn't rank him.
Can you imagine a Christmas without the Grinch?
It'd be hard at this point.
Like that shit come on, what's that ABC Family, like 24 Days of Christmas.
Yeah.
Every night. Like, that fucking The Mask, Dumb and Dumber, Ace Ventura 1 and 2.
He's like my top 3 as a person right now.
Like Snickers was fucking insane. Yes Man was insane.
I didn't even see that. You watched that one, sorry.
No, that's the TV series. I ain't watched that.
Oh, okay.
It's something else Jim Carrey did insane. Oh, 24. 23.
23. Oh shit, I forgot that shit was.
That shit on Netflix. You seen that before?
I ain't seen nothing.
Yeah, you gotta watch 23 on Netflix too.
It did make me want to just re-look at all of his movies.
But I can tell he's a tortured soul also.
Yeah, for sure.
Like he has a lot of pain. Well,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's
Didn't
working
something
with it.
happen to? I feel like
His girlfriend died like 2 years ago.
Okay, that's what it was.
And they like blame him basically. Well, her ex-husband was blaming Jim Carrey, was suing Jim Carrey for killing his ex-wife. Because he was basically saying like Jim Carrey drove her to suicide.
That's some wild shit to say to somebody.
Yeah. And then he was talking about how his dad was like a trumpet player, a saxophone player, and like...
He never, like...
Because he's from Canada. And they would be saying like all the best musicians had to come down to the States, and his dad basically...
He didn't. He settled, like
yeah.
he had a family.
He had a family.
So
he was like, I'm not packing up all my family and moving down there. And
he became an accountant. And
he said he saw how that broke his dad. He was like, it's one thing to fail at something you love, but he was like, his dad got fired as an accountant when he was 50 years old. So he was like, so to fail at something that you didn't want to do hurts even worse than failing at something that you wanted to do.
So you might as well just do what
you
really
wanted
to do, because either way.
Yeah, like,
I
thought that was dope.
Nah,
because it's true, like,
it is.
if you fail at being something that you settled into doing, like I settled to do this, and you like, the failed is out of your means, like you ain't failed because you ain't try hard enough.
Yeah.
You just...
Like the company went
under.
belly up. Yeah.
That's fucking...
Yeah. That's something I always believed in though. Like I just feel like, we talk about this all the time. Like this shit is fake. Like at the most, like life was a bet between God and the devil to see who could run the world better. Like what runs the world better, and like we running around like with our heads on fire, like doing shit that you don't want to do. I mean, if you do shit you don't want to do as a means to do what you want to do, like I fully support that. But like people that's just miserable and never think to like actually follow their dream or even just work on your dream. You know what I mean?
Some
like,
people don't have dreams though.
That's really
Not
weird.
like everybody has dreams, I would assume. But I think some people, no, fuck that. I know some people I talk to in life going about 27 years who just don't have dreams or aspirations, or at least that's what they give off. Like, why would you move to Los Angeles?
Oh, right.
Why would you, and I know that's their inner demons projecting that, yeah. But I still believe those people don't have aspirations and dreams. Like, it's some people who just grow up and I'm going to get a job at fucking Costco.
I mean, but like saying
Why
that,
not?
I want to be the best, I don't know, Costco manager in the country.
I guess that
that's
is
a dream.
that's a, no, that is. But how many people work at Costco and want to do that?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't fathom the idea of that. Like, I can see people not wanting to go into entertainment or, you know, stuff like that, but like to not have any dream or aspiration. I don't know.
It's something you gotta teach your kids, man. That shit starts with the parents.
Yeah.
You gotta tell them they can be anything they want to be.
And
And like keep it,
I was
like, cause you
saying-
know we all say that. We all say that to the kids when they be like young. You can be what you want. You want to be an astronaut?
Yeah.
Yeah, but are you gonna help them get into NASA
Exactly.
or like take them to summer courses and blah blah blah? Like your mother was great with that. Like you wanted to sing, I'm gonna take you to this competition. You want to dance? I'm gonna sign you up for this. I'm gonna take you. Like it takes those parents to make the youth that's gonna change the world.
That's true. That's like my biggest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
You want to get to your last thing?
Yeah.
'Cause it
I
kinda-
just wanted
it
to.
kinda-
It did.
Yeah,
Okay,
go ahead,
I
go ahead,
guess.
go ahead.
I just wanted to close it up with like dreams and aspirations are important. Like do
And Jim
that
Carrey's
shit.
the
Like,
goat.
yeah, Jim Carrey.
And everybody go watch that documentary. That documentary is
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
fucking dope. It's on Netflix. Andy and
Jim
Jim.
and Andy.
You'll find it. Put in
Yeah.
Jim or put in Andy.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about.
But we had a friend who was like super interested in like the conspiracy theories that I believe in.
Whoa, like what was the
shout
Leah
out.
thing that you said?
Oh,
More specifically.
this is.
Because we can have a whole show on your
I know
conspiracy.
that's what I was gonna say. This is one of my less put together conspiracy
Okay.
theories. Like this is like the bottom of the batch.
Okay,
whatever.
okay. It
But,
still exists though.
Yeah, I do believe that like she was killed for a reason. Well, I believe she was killed. that's how deep I am in the conspiracy. Like it's not she just died.
She was killed.
Yeah, I think she was killed. I think it had something to do with like something that she didn't want to do or didn't want to be. I think that a lot of artists like the MK.
How old was Leah?
I don't know.
Please don't be 27.
With the I know with the MK Ultra shit, like it's this thing where they break your psyche. They either like take somebody that's like really important to you away or something like that. And I think that I don't know, maybe she intervened instead of like letting them take somebody or whatever, and they just like took her. But that's my thing. I think she was.
Damn.
She was 21.
22. Bro.
Damn.
She was only 22.
And
She was
another
younger than
thing,
Pac and Biggie.
another thing, and this might be considered a conspiracy
That's
theorist
right.
too, and this is like where I put Tupac in, but like I think sometimes people are too great for this world. I don't know if you want to consider this a conspiracy theory, but like there was a mission to like just come and do that and get the fuck out of here.
I
Like,
believe that.
but that's like a secondary thing, but I believe that could be a thing too. But
Even with babies.
oh yeah, I completely agree with that. Like, because I guess whatever, all of this considered conspiracy theories, but I believe that we have like soul missions. Like before we come back, or like before we come into this world, we have this missions. Like you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to touch this person, you're supposed to get together with this person that makes this happen. Like I feel like that's how the universe kind of like moves, progresses. And I think like if you lost a baby or something like that, that soul had a mission to come and like touch you in a certain way to like take you to your next plane of consciousness, or like touch the world some kind of way that like makes something else happen. And I don't know. Yeah, exactly. And I think it's I don't know, it's not always a good situation when stuff like that happens, but believing in that is what helps me believe that like everything happens for a reason. Like no matter how shitty it is, no matter how long it takes you to like get over it, like it's doing something for you, to you, like making something happen for you to get to your next conspiracy theorist. But But yeah, just running them down. I believe that vaccines cause autism, specifically the MMR vaccine. I believe that we've known about aliens for a long ass time. We work with them. They have like underground bases that like we go to when like Jay-Z talked about we getting money up under you. I think it has to do with aliens. I believe that humans are actually aliens. I don't think we were naturally from this planet. Like we have different DNA from all the different animals. The sun fucks us up. Like we weren't supposed to be on this planet, but we came here to be like basically like a resource. I don't know, slave race for the aliens. I believe that what else? What's some of my top conspiracy? I believe in dinosaurs. I don't even think that's a conspiracy.
At least you can admit it's a conspiracy.
I don't. That was just a joke. I think it's an actual thing because we got fossils and shit.
We got a lot of stuff. Go ahead. We're not going to
What else?
sit down and say conversation.
I think those are probably my top. Is there anything you can remember me talking about?
I mean, back when you was in your deep Illuminati phase.
The thing about the Illuminati is, like, I moved past that. Like, I believe more in the, I believe, I know. That was the beginning of my, like, that's everybody's first step to me in, like, figuring out that the world is shit. But, like, the thing with the Illuminati is, well, two things. One, once I finally learned about all the shit, I just was like, all right, well, like, am I not going to participate in the world? Like, I'm about to be a professional dancer. Like, the fuck? You know, so I just kind of got over it.
Grab the mic from Nikki or Gwen and be like, this is all fake!
Nah, and with that, I believe that if there is Illuminati or whatever, I think it's more about the record labels than the artists. I think it's more about money than, like, some demonic shit.
It's always more about money than
I believe more in the Bilderberg group, or like how basically like companies and I don't know, pharmaceutical industry, the prison industry, military industry, all industrial complexes, they make stuff happen so they can make money.
Of course.
What else? I don't know. I think those are my top.
Sure you want to get anything else out before they snipe you? Hopefully we'll be back.
He asked me about like the flat Earth stuff. I can't say that I'm a flat earther just yet, but I will say that they do have some compelling evidence. But I mean, obviously, I believe that the world was a sphere for all of my life. So even if it was true, it would take me a second to kind of like get around that. But they do have some compelling evidence if you actually look it up. But I don't call myself a flat earther or anything like that.
You have any other ones that you want Tanya to discuss?
Yeah, let me know, because, you know, I'm always open to discuss the real shit. That's the real shit.
Or is it the fake shit?
It's not. The thing, it's a lot of conspiracy theories that, like, people thought was a conspiracy theory, but it came out to be true and shit. But, like, the thing with conspiracy theories and the, like, if we want to talk about Illuminati, if we want to talk about the industrial complex and all that stuff, they get away with like hiding in plain sight. So it's stuff that you be like, nah, that can't happen. That can't be real. You don't pay attention to it. That's how they like get away with it. But yeah. But yeah, I think of it less in a mystical way, and I think everything is about money. So I don't know. It makes it more practical to me. I don't know. But yeah, that's LaTonya's conspiracy segment. But yeah, if you have any other ones that you're wondering if I believe in or like, you know, what I know about it, let me know. Right now I'm trying to figure out more about this black people were everywhere thing, like with the Moors and stuff like that. Like, yeah. So I'm you know, building up my information on that. I ain't gonna speak on that until like I do enough information on both sides, because you know, I'm very thorough with mine, and I look at both sides of the issue, and then I decide what I believe.
You sound like you sending shots.
Sending shots to people that think conspiracy theories just like they hear something crazy and be like, oh yeah, that's right. Like to me, I just go with whatever makes the most sense to me. Like I gather information on both sides of the issue, and I just go with what I believe.
Hey.
But yeah, hit me up. You know, if you have any questions, let me know what you think. You can follow me on Instagram at LTNYA, on on Twitter at LTNYA_. Speaking of that, I actually looked up LTNYA on fucking Twitter. The reason why I don't have that on Twitter, this bitch don't even tweet. Like, she been on there for like 10 years and got like 3 tweets or some shit like that. I'm like, get off! Like, why are you even here? Like, you're not even living up to the LTNYA name. Like, the fuck?
Who's LTNYA? Just this person right here?
Yeah, cause what? What's that name?
It's a K with a Z, so no.
K_Z something. I'm like, why you don't need that. Like, I'm doing way bigger stuff.
I'm gonna do you a
I
favor.
need that name.
I'm gonna report it.
Aw, thank you. That's so sweet. But yeah, don't forget to follow the podcast on Instagram.
Oh,
Twitter,
follow
and
me.
Facebook.
Life is Tatum. That's it.
Yeah, because you're lucky enough to have all your shit on the same handle. But yeah, follow the.
That took a lot.
To report? I know they'd be like, why do you want to report
No,
this person?
no,
Are
no.
they ugly? Did they stink? Is this not relevant to your life?
No, I was gonna say it took me a lot to come up with Life as Tatum. You know, I needed something to describe to me, and I was like, oh yeah, Life is Tatum, because I am Tatum, and this is my life that they're viewing.
Yeah.
Boom.
It was new to me that you identified with your last name. Not that you don't identify with your last name, but it was just like.
I think as I got older, I started appreciating it more.
True that.
My last name is sick, Tatum,
Yes.
even though it's a white man's name, but.
A lot of us. I don't know. People always think my name is a stage name, which I think is dope. I don't know. And I'd be like, no, it's my real name. Is this Kazanius? What the fuck? You gotta show the camera.
If they could see this blurry ass picture.
But yeah, follow the podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at ACK the Hero. Yeah, we out. Catch us next week.
Peace. It's like your signature sign off.